Welcome to clickmeproject.com. Let me start the demo of efficient processing of semantic web queries in HBase and MySQL cluster. Machine interpretable semantic descriptions are enhancing various computing and data resources on the web to make it easier to search and discover and integrated data. The interconnected metadata constitutes the semantic web whose main principles, language, framework, and best practices are set by World Wide Web Consortium. The World Wide Web Consortium metadata acquisition languages include the Resource Description Framework, that is resource description frameworks in attributes, the RDF schema, and web ontology language, which government, academia, and the industry have embraced for capturing and sharing metadata. As a result, the new data-intensive semantics-enabled applications require the efficient management of RDF data. To make search easier, many semantic descriptions are provided to increase computing and data resources. To process the large RDF dataset, many of them propose the distributed technologies like Hadoop. In our process, we are going to investigate the performance of services using description logic. For this process, we are going to collect the RDF dataset. In this process, we split the process into two phases, server side and client side. Our process starts with extraction of OWL data. The OWL data is ontology web language. We have to convert the ontology web language into structure query language and processing the structure query language. We have to perform the HBase. There are two storage in HBase, one tbox and sbox. The final results produced as the text document in our process. Let me run our process. Initially, we have to select the geographical dataset. The geographical dataset in the format of ontology web language, and the ontology type is RDF. RDF means Resource Description Framework. The content of the OWL file is displayed. Next, we have to display the RDF class, RDF properties. Next, we have to display the data type properties, object type properties. Then we have to parsing the subjects, state, city, river, high point, low point, mountain, road, lake. After parsing the subject, we have to process the domain information. After processing the dataset, we have to insert values into the database. After converting the OWL into structure query language, we have to perform the SQL operation. Select the dimension of the data warehouse and select the attribute and select the any one of the value. After perform the SQL operation, we have to store the values into HBase on tbox and sbox. Tbox store the relationship between attributes, sbox store the full description of our process. After storing the data, we have to getting the dynamic query. After getting the dynamic query, we produce the output as text. After getting the dynamic query, we have to produce the output in the form of text. The tbox only stores the relationship between the attributes. Sbox stores the description of our selected query. This is the HBase storage. This is our SQL operation. Thank you.